welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna be doing my fall TBR and I'm excited because I'm over summer and I'm ready for fall and all the cozy feeling that you get in fall time. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing in this video. They're all split up into genres. So yeah, let's just get into my fall TBR. The first section I'm gonna do is like all the like very fall Halloween kind of book probably everyone's read except for me. So yeah, I wanna try to read this last year and I just couldn't get into it for some reason. It's just probably me, to be honest. And that is A Pumpkin and a Patch by Jennifer Peel. I haven't actually heard anyone read this, so, and obviously it's shouting fall, like it literally says pumpkin patch and then there's pumpkin, so definitely fall Halloween kind of book. I reckon about October I'll probably read this. And then I've got My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine, I think that's how you say it, and this was so popular last year and I only got it, I think I got it just after fall time, so I was like, okay, I've got to wait until next year to read it. So yeah, rom-com romance. So yeah, I don't know if these kind of books are for me, so we will see if I get to it. If I don't get to it this year, same with this book, I'm gonna get rid of them, like on all of them. Then I've got The XX by Erin Sterling, and this was on one of my monthly TBRs last year, so September, October or November, one of them this was on, and I didn't get to it. So yeah, again, if I don't get to it this year, I will unhaul it. And then I've got The Dead Romantics by Ashley Payton, I think that's how you say it. That I or S? Oh, it's an S. Payton, I'm guessing. And again, if I don't read this, I've had this for years. So, actually not years, probably like 2-3 years. So, if I don't read it this year, I will get rid of it. But yeah, I think this is about, she meets a ghost and they fall in love. I don't know if that's kind of my thing, to be honest. Ghost. Or that. And then I've got The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. Again, last year I tried to read this. I think I got to like chapter 3 maybe a little bit further than that. And again, if I don't read this, I will unhaul it. But yeah, it's definitely shouting fall time, so I'm hoping that I like this. Look, like how fall it is. All the leaves, the orange, the yellow, you know, the red. And then on to the next genre. Literally I've only got one book for this genre, and that is like thriller, no, maybe mystery. I don't even know what genre this is, but I think it goes under mystery, but I think there's some romance in it, so I don't know. And that is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I've heard so many good things about this series, so I'm hoping to start it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish it, so yeah, I'm hoping to get to this series this year. I'm kind of scared to read this because, like I said, I think it goes under mystery the most, and there's a little bit romance, so I'm scared. And then on to the next genre, and that is going to be romance. So there is a load of series that I want to start and finish. So the first series that I want to start and finish is this series. I actually don't know what series this is. So there's First Down, Breakaway, and Stealing Home by Grace Riley. So yeah, I want to start these books and finish them because I feel like sports romance just feels right around fall time. I don't know what it is, but sports romance is fall for me. So yeah, I think this would be perfect to read in fall time. And then I've got Love What? I can never say this word. Love Theatrically by Ellie Hazelwood. I read The Love Hypothesis when I started reading. I swear I read it full time. and if I didn't, I will have to check, because I might reread The Love Hypothesis. I'm not sure, but yeah, I put this on here. It's just shouting fall for me. I think it's just the covers, to be honest, because it's like yellowy orange, and I need to get some. I don't know if you can hear that. The dog are barking. I need to get some Ali Hazelwood books down, because I think I've got every single Ali Hazelwood book now, except for the new one that just came out, Not With Love, I think it's called. And the only book I've read is The Love Hypothesis and the first book in Loath to Love You. The only ones that I read. So I need to get some Ali Hazelwood books read. So I've put this on my FALL TBR. And then a series that I would like to mostly finish, because I think it's called, what's it called? The 4th book in this series just came out. So yeah, I want to get Play With Me and Unravel Me by Becca Mack finish, or get these down so then I can get the last book that just came out in this series read, or get it at least. These aren't necessarily shouting for, it's just more of the books that I want to finish so I can start other series. This is what I'm trying to do for 4, basically, is I've got some 4 books like shouting for, but I think most of them is series that I've started that I would like to finish by the end of this year, so I can start new series. And then I've got Something Wild and Wonderful by Anita Kelly. I think that is it, Anita Kelly. And looking at it now, obviously they're going Icon, and it is a LGBTQ romance. It's shouting summer, but it's kind of shouting fall as well. So I think I made the right call of putting on my FALL TBR. Yeah. Because when I got it, I was like, oh my god, I'm reading that in fall. So yeah, obviously I had to put this on my FALL TBR. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. It is shouting fall, and I'm excited. And then I've got Fake Dates and Mooncakes by Shirley, and this is also LGBTQ romance. So this is obviously, I reckon it's a small town romance. I will say I didn't read the back of this, I just saw the cover and I was like, okay, I want this. And again, shouted fall. I just think it's the colours. So Dylan Tang is Chinese, and he juggles school and delivery runs for his aunt. Winning a mooncake competition could bring the publicity they need to stay afloat. Enter Theo Summons, a charming, wealthy customer who convinces Dylan to be his fake date to a family wedding. So fake dating, oh my god, yes! So yeah, and then there's your doggy. I don't know if I'm going to get through all of these books, because my summer TBR that I did, I haven't read any of them, except for a couple. Like the main ones that I wanted to read, I haven't read any. I haven't read any summer books either. Yeah, don't hold me accountable if I read these or not. I got King of Pride by Anna Hung. I read the first one last year, and the last 2 books of these have came out, I think. Right? King of Greed and King of Sloth. Is it? Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I need to get this series going and hopefully finish. Not by the end of this year, but going along. So yeah, I thought I would just put this on my TBR. And then I've got As Seen on TV. Again, for some reason it's shouting fall, but it's actually shouting so it is actually. Why have I put this on my FALL TBR? Because they're literally eating ice cream. I'll just put it on my FALL TBR, and if I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, I don't. And then I've got Love and Other Words by Christina and Lauren. This is on my summer TBR, and I just want to get it read. So I thought that I'd put it on my FALL TBR. I've heard that it is actually really good to read in fall time. So yeah, it's back on my TBR. And hopefully I read it. I need to read this, but I am scared to read it because of the hype around this book. So yeah. And then I've got Reckless and Hopeless by Alice Silver. I need to finish this series so I can go on to the next series. The Wild Love and Wild Eye comes out in the fall time. I don't know what month and what day in that, but I know it comes out. So I need to get these read so I can go on to that series, because I've heard all of them are single dads, and that is literally one of my favourite tropes. So I would say one of my top 3 favourite tropes, and if not 3, 5. So yeah, I need to read these books. I've heard mixed things about this, about Reckless, and I've heard not so good things about Hopeless. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Well, I think I'm gonna like them because the Chestnut Spring series is a 5-star for me, 5-star series for me. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I'll get to these. And then I've got Sabre Peak by Devney Perry. This is the last book in the Eden series, so I'm hoping to read this book so I can finish that series. I've also got the Christmas novella that I've got to read as well, but I haven't put this on here because I just remembered that I've got to read that as well. But that can go in winter TBR. So yeah, hopefully I can finish the series. Hopefully. It's only one book I've got to read, so reading this. And then I've got Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This is, yeah, I read Part of Your World. I think I gave it like 4 stars, 3 point something stars. Wasn't my favourite. Can't remember anything that happened to it, but I've heard that this is really good and it's really good to read in full time. I don't know if that's true or whatever, but it's on my full TBR, and I don't even know what this is about, to be honest. So yeah. And then I've got Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. Again, another Ali Hazelwood that I need to read. And yeah, this is literally a duplicate of Love Hypothesis. So, but then again, I haven't read Love Hypothesis for 2-3 years. I don't know, it's just on here so I can get Ali Hazelwood books down and I can be up to date. And then I'm so scared to read this. Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. Again, I heard mixed things about this. I know that 3 YouTubers that I watch love this series. And then I know some other YouTubers that don't like this series. So I think it's like a hit or miss, this series. I know that you shouldn't go in there for the romance. It is very like drama and dark, like with the themes that's in here. Maybe I forgot what the word is that they use, but yeah, I won't say dark with the themes that Jesse Hastings uses. So yeah, I'm hoping to start this. I need to start this, but yeah, again, I am scared. And then the next genre I'm gonna do is dark romance, because that is like one of my dramas that I love. I've got Butcher and Blackbird by Renee Weaver. I know that the second book came out, Leather and something like that. So yeah, I don't know, dark romance just shouts fall and Halloween, you know what I mean, because there's dark themes and then there's literally both of them are serial killers, you know. So that just shouts fall / Halloween to me. So I thought that I would put it on my full TBR, and if I do like this, I might get the second one and read that. I'm not sure, but we'll see. And then I've got Still Beating by Jennifer Artman. Again, dark romance. And a sister's fiance gets kidnapped and they don't like each other. And then I've got the Mayan Fox series. This has been on my TBR for ages, and every time I've done a monthly TBR video, it has come up like so many times and I haven't read it. So I'm hoping September, October, November I will read this series, because I've heard so many good things about it, and I think fall time will be a good time to read this. So this is a a serial killer and a FBI romance. I did read, I think I read the first book, you know. Or, actually no I didn't, because I would have put it down. But I did read some of this, but I got bored. So I don't think it was the time for me to read this. So I'm hoping in the fall time that there's a slot where I'm like, dark romance, so I can pick this up and read it. Because I'm afraid if I don't read it soon, I'm going to end up getting rid of it, because it's been on my TBR for so long. And it's 1 to 5 books, so yeah. I got Not My Art to Break by Willow Winters. I read the first book, so I need to read the other ones, but I've completely figured out what happened in the first one. So if I wrote an review for it, then I'll go back and read that, or I'll look it up on TikTok or something, or I'll reread it, because I think it's only like 200 something pages. No, it's not. It is 172 pages. So yeah, I think I might reread it and then read the rest of it. But yeah, I really want to get to this book, and I think I might read All You'll Ever Be again, because for some reason I've read that every fall. I think fall time, winter time, I read that book. That's the first book in this connected series. So yeah, I think I might reread that. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's why I didn't put it on my fall TBR, because I'm not sure when I'm gonna read it, but I'm gonna read it whether it's fall or winter. But yeah, I want to read this and hopefully finish it, and then I can get the next collection. The last and next genre is going to be fantasy. I think this is where I get my series down. Well, hopefully. I've got Light Lark. This has been on my, I got it in June when I went to London. It was on my June TBR and it was on my August TBR. I tried to read it in July. It wasn't on my TBR then, I don't think. Or it was on my July TBR and my August TBR. I'm not sure, but yeah, I need to get to this. I did get to like chapter 2 or something, like when she met all the other people. But yeah, I've there's a love triangle in this, which I don't know how I feel about love triangles. I think I've only read like a couple of books with love triangles in, actually, probably like 1 or 2. I think the one that sticks out the most with love triangle is Say You Swear, and I love that book. Literally, it's my favourite romance book ever. I read mixed things with the love triangle. So there is Grim and Chaos, I think his name is. Is it Chaos? Yeah, I don't know. All I remember is Grim. Apparently he's the dark one, I guess, and then the other guy is the fluffy nice guy. I don't know. And then I would like to start City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I've got all of this series, but I've heard, and this is kind of pissed me off a little bit, is that you read 1, 2 and 3 of this one, and then you go into another series that is connected to this and read like 1 or 2 of that series, and then you go back to this. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna start it, but I'm not gonna rush it, and then it gives me time to get the other books in the other series. Yeah, I've watched the TV show in this, and I've also watched the movie, and I see the people that played the people in the TV show as that character. So yeah, but then this guy looks like the dude out of the movie that plays Jace. I don't know. And I've also heard that this one is really hard to get through. Oh, I don't know. I am scared to read the series, and again, it's a very long series. So yeah, and also let me know, like, what is the order that you're meant to read, because I've watched so many videos, I've went on the website and it says so many things, so let me know what way you are meant to read this series. Well, Cassandra Clare books. And then I've got An Ember in the Ashes. I've had this for ages actually, but I've only seen one person read this, and that was Sarah Crowley. And yeah, it's made me want to read it. So I thought I would just put it on my FALL TBR. And then I've got Bride by Ali Hazelwood again. So I get a book sent to us, and it does show like 4 times Halloween, because there is werewolves and vampire. So I tried to get as many witches, vampire, werewolf books as possible, but also without trying to start a series. So I don't know if this is a series or if it's a standalone, so that's why I've put it on here. And it's also wrecked because it got soaked with water, so I need to get another one. Anyways, I've also got Shadow and Bone by Leah Bardugo. That sounds weird to say, but yeah, again, I want to start this series, and I think if I haven't started this series by the end of this year, I'm going to get rid of all of it, because I've got the other 2 of this series, and I've got Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, I think it's called. I've got all of them, and I haven't picked them up, and I've had this since starting my reading journey, and that was in 2021, 2022, around there. So yeah, I've had this series for a very long time, so I think if I haven't started this series by the end of this year, I'm gonna get rid of this series. And then I got Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerry. I'm not even going to try and say the last name. And I've got all of these. So I've got this one, the second book and the third book. So I thought that I could start this series and hopefully finish it, because I've got all of them. So there's no reason why I shouldn't. But yeah, this is Witches. And I've heard mixed things, but mostly good things about this series, and I did try and read it twice actually. I tried to read it one time, and then I tried to listen to it the second time, and I couldn't get into it, so I think it was the wrong time to read it. But again, I'm gonna try and read it. And then I've got Hooked by Emily McIntyre. I've also got the other books in this series, so again, I can start this series and finish it, but I also want to take my time, because I know this is dark, so it's like dark romance but fantasy, I think it is. So yeah, this is Wendy and Oak's romance, and I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm gonna think of Oak as no Once Upon a Time, the TV show, and there's Oak in that is very up. So I'm just gonna think as Oak as him, because if I think as Oak as in Peter Pan, it's not going to do it for me. And then Wendy, I can't think of her as the young girl in Peter Pan either, because that's just weird. So I don't know who I'm going to think as Wendy. I'm going to have to look that up. But yeah, I am slightly scared for this, because again, it's a retelling, I guess, and it's Oak and Wendy romance, and I'm really a big fan of Peter Pan. So yeah, but I am excited to read Scarred, I think it is, because it's Scarred, and I don't know who the female is, but it's Scarred from Lion King. What Hunts Inside the Shadows and What Lurks Between the Fates by Harper Elwoods. I read the first book sometime this year. Yeah, sometime this year. So again, I would like to read these books and just finish this series. Another series that I want to get down is Legendary and Finale, the Caravel series by Stephanie Garber. Again, I read Caravel, I think sometime last year, and then I went to read the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, which I shouldn't have done. I should have just read these. So yeah, I don't know if I want to read these. Like, I don't think I'm gonna like these, but I will check it out. I will try and read them. And I know that in one of these that you get Jack, which I'm kind of scared for, because I feel like he's gonna be like really mean, and you get his like backstory, I think. So yeah, a little scared to finish this series, but if I finish this series, then that's the series down. The Filthy Rich Vampires 2, 3 and 4, I read the first one this month in August, And then I tried to read the second one, and I'm on chapter 14, and I ended up putting it down because I could feel myself going into a slump. It wasn't the right time to read it, and yeah, I'm in a slump, and I didn't want my slump to ruin that book, because I really did enjoy it at the time that I was reading it. Yeah, again, this is Vampire and Human, and it gave me Twilight vibes. But I think that's mostly because vampire and human romance, and it's forbidden and all that stuff. So yeah, would like to finish this series. Another series that I would like to finish is Discovery of Witches. So the Book of Life and Times Convert by Deborah Arkness. And I read obviously the first two, Discovery of Witches, and the second one, which is Shadow of Night, and I read them last year, I think, or the year before. Was it last year? Last year. And yeah, I just want to get this series down. It's a bit chunky, but I'm excited to get back into this world, to be honest. I love Diane and Matthew, and I also think I'm gonna rewatch a Discovery of Witches TV show, which I love. I love that TV show. So yeah, I think I'm gonna watch the TV show and then I'm gonna read, because that's what got me into reading the series, was watching the TV show. So I think if I get excited watching the TV show and seeing the characters, Diane and Matthew and all the other side characters, then it'll get me into reading this series. That'd be another series that I hopefully get down. I'd like to start Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I think it was last year or the year before when this got really popular and round fall time, and people said that this was really good to read in fall. So I'm gonna start it, and then if I like it, I'll get the second book. We've also got One Dark Window by Rachel Gilling. And again, I've heard that this is a really good book to read in fall time. And the second one came out ages ago. And I got it like last year or the year before. I can't remember. I got this way before it got popular, and I didn't read it for some reason. And I don't know if I will like it. I don't know. And I think the second book is a completely different romance couple. So yeah, again, I will try it, and if I like it, I'll get the second one. If I don't, I'll annul it. The last book that I got on my TBR is One for My Enemy by Olive Blake. And I checked, this is a standalone, so I thought it would be a good book to get on here, and also saw other people put it on there for TBR, so like, why not? And again, I don't know if this is going to be for me. I don't know if there's any romance. I think it's just family dynamic and stuff. That's a long TBR. I've been recording for 40 minutes. They're all the books that I'm open to read in full time, and I've got 3 months to read them. I guess I'll end the video here. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.